The narrative begins with a detailed observation of a stray dog experiencing extreme physical distress in a winter environment. She was characterized by severe starvation, hypothermia, and multiple injuries which impeded her mobility. Each step she took was associated with pain, and her respiration caused a burning sensation due to cold inhalation. Despite these adverse conditions, she demonstrated resilience by persevering in her movement toward an unspecified location. This destination was identified as a concealed, deteriorated wooden shed which housed her neonatal puppies. Such behavior aligns with documented maternal instincts that prioritize offspring survival under dire circumstances. The winter season described was unusually cold, with temperatures falling below historical averages, leading to widespread environmental impact. Snow accumulation was pervasive, covering infrastructural and natural landscapes, thereby complicating mobility and search efforts. Within the shelter, a clandestine wooden shed behind an unoccupied residence contained a litter of 5 neonates, still unresponsive visually. The puppies' physiological development indicated extreme fragility, with their eyes remaining closed, signifying a very early age post-birth. Their survival was heavily dependent on the mother's provision of warmth, nutrition, safety, and emotional sustenance. The mother dog employed a protective tactic by curling her narrow body around her offspring, facilitating thermal regulation. A critical issue arose as she had not ingested food for 48 hours, causing her nutritional reserves to deplete. Physical examination revealed protruding ribs through her sparse fur and trembling limbs, indicative of hypoglycemia and exhaustion. Despite her compromised state, she exhibited maternal behaviors such as licking each puppy and emitting soft whines as reassurance. She uttered, "I'll be back. I promise," expressing determined intent to return for her offspring despite her condition. Subsequently, she exited into the icy wind, confronting the elements head-on with a resolve rooted in maternal obligation. Snowflakes subjected her facial region to cold stress, while her injured paw left visible red marks, evidence of prior trauma. The injury stemmed from a past encounter with broken glass near a waist area, complicating her mobility further. Her hunger and urgent maternal instincts compelled her to traverse the terrain towards human habitation and resources. Despite passing vehicles and indifferent pedestrians, she persisted, embodying a survival drive common among stray canines. Time elapsed without significant progress, during which her physical strength declined, yet her resolve remained intact due to maternal attachment. Her efforts included inspecting refuse containers behind eateries and near public parks, seeking sustenance. Eventually, she located a fragment of bread, a minimal resource but valuable in her dire situation. Rather than consuming it immediately, she carefully grasped it with her teeth, adhering to the maternal principle of feeding last. Her orientation was reversed to return to her vulnerable offspring, exemplifying prioritization of her pups over self-preservation. Her legs failed under fatigue, causing her to collapse into snow, signifying critical exhaustion and imminent risk of hypothermia. Simultaneously, Sarah, a human pedestrian, observed an abnormal form beneath the snow, initially mistaken for debris. Approaching cautiously, she observed movement, an indication of life in distress, revealing the mother dog struggling to stand and hold the bread. Sarah's empathetic response was immediate, and she knelt down to assess the situation further, demonstrating human compassion. The dog, recognizing her proximity, wagged her tail weakly, signaling a plea for help and an acceptance of aid. Sarah extended sustenance from her possession, which the exhausted mother dog consumed voraciously, alleviating immediate hunger. Subsequently, the dog briefly seized Sarah's coat sleeve with her teeth, initiating a form of communication and guidance. Confusion arose for Sarah initially, but her curiosity prompted her to follow the animal's lead through the winter landscape. Navigating icy streets and vacant structures, the pair moved toward the source of the distress, a dilapidated shed where puppies were concealed. Upon close proximity, Sarah detected high-frequency crying, confirming the presence of neonatal puppies in peril. She expressed alarm, recognizing the pups' exposure to the environment and their need for urgent rescue. Realizing the severity, she promptly contacted professional animal rescue services to facilitate immediate aid. Rescue personnel arrived swiftly, bringing thermal blankets, nutritious food, and secure carriers for transportation. The mother dog's nervous observation transitioned to trust as rescuers gently secured her offspring without causing distress. One puppy, in an act of social bonding, licked her nose while another nestled into her fur, establishing a maternal connection. The entire family was transported to a shelter with controlled thermal conditions away from the hazardous outdoor environment. Within the sheltered environment, the puppies exhibited developmental milestones such as eye-opening and tail wagging. The mother dog acquired a sense of security, sleeping peacefully assured of her offspring's safety and well-being. Over subsequent weeks, the puppies matured their physical and sensory capabilities, enhancing their resilience. Their social behaviors, such as wagging tails, signified burgeoning emotional bonding and health improvement. The mother dog's repose was established, completing her recovery and re-establishment of maternal instinct.